Welcome back to the MediMobile Podcast. I'm Emily, and today I'm joined by Rudy to celebrate something really exciting. Our Genesis automated medical coding solution just turned 2 years old.
That's right, Emily. 2 years ago, we introduced Genesis to the healthcare world. And since then, it's transformed the way providers, coders, and administrators handle charge capture and coding.
When we first launched Genesis, the industry was just starting to talk about AI and charge capture. Now, 2 years later, we've proven not just that it works, but that it makes a measurable difference.
Exactly. In fact, most of our clients see ROI in just 1 to 3 months. Genesis automates charge capture, CPT, and ICD-10 selection all in real time. That means clinicians don't have to worry about missed charges, coders get fewer errors to correct, and administrators can see where revenue is hiding.
And that's really the heart of why we're celebrating. While other companies are only now announcing AI-driven charge capture, Genesis has been doing it successfully for 2 years.
The feedback we've received has been amazing. Providers tell us it saves them 10 or more hours a week. Coders tell us their workload has dropped by up to 75%, and leaders see revenue coming in faster with fewer denials.
We even created a special Genesis celebration page so everyone can explore the highlights, success stories, and features that make Genesis such a game changer.
It's not just about looking back 2 years of success. It's also about looking ahead. We're continuing to innovate, build new integrations, and make Genesis even more powerful for the next chapter.
So let's go ahead and take a look at this page. The first thing you'll be greeted to when you click on the Genesis celebration page is our famous motto, capture, code, and charge in a single click.
But it's not just a motto, it's actually how it works. You capture, it codes, and you charge.
And if you want to get right into a demo, you're able to request a demo right on our calendar here, or press the celebrate button to help us ring in this special anniversary. And if you're curious to learn more about how we capture, code, and charge in a single click, we get right into breaking down what Genesis automates, everything from charge creation down to MIPS measure generation. And if you're curious for some insight into how it works, we give that to you. Everything from how you select your templates in your EMR to how Genesis then ingests that data, reads it, and outputs those codes for you. Then we get into a little bit of who Genesis is for, everyone from a single provider to a large multi-specialty group. Our common specialties include everyone from emergency medicine to those in pediatrics, OBGYN, down to those in dermatology. Genesis can work for anyone.
Emily, show them how it flows into Genesis.
Yeah, so here we break it down showing we take the information in your EMR, we take the documentation from there, it goes into MediMobile where we then read it. That documentation is instantly coded by Genesis, and your coding teams are able to review the AI, but basically it all ends up in your billing system with an integration that we handle. Then on the website, we get into how Genesis compares to manual charge capture. A lot of you are probably on a manual charge capture system or even still using paper. Here, we break it down even further on this life cycle from documentation to clean claim. This takes you from the documentation again to how Genesis then creates a feedback loop to learn from your documentation and become better. Then we start breaking into the numbers of Genesis, where you can reveal the annual revenue increase per physician, which is around $56K a year, the average ROI, which is about 15 times your investment. You save about 20 hours per week on Genesis, and the typical integration timeline is about 3 weeks.
Well, here's the real good stuff. Show them, Emily.
Yeah, this is our revenue recovery calculator. Here you can enter everything from your monthly encounters to your average reimbursement you see on those encounters, and then the benchmark for missed charges per provider is around 6%, and that denial rate we see usually between 8 to 10%. So if you have a ballpark of those numbers, you're able to press that calculate button, and we'll tell you how much Genesis can save you a month and how much you're losing right now without Genesis. That's really important to bring visibility to, and anyone can plug in their numbers. It's quick, easy, and free. Next up, we have a little bit of insight from our leaders, Paul Valenzuela, our CEO, and Chris Easter, our VP of Engineering. Then we have a simple FAQ questions where some of the most popular questions we see regarding Genesis that we get in demos or just feedback we hear at trade shows, you can get those answered quickly right here. Then we have some downloadables that you can take home with you on your computer. Everything from your current manual system versus versus MediMobile, an overview of MediMobile, and a little more information on AI automated medical coding. Rudy, why don't you tell everyone a little bit about our 90-second look at Genesis?
Absolutely. So in 90 seconds, you can preview Genesis, take a quick look at how it works from end to end, and can bring solutions into your environment. Now, for a full demo, just scroll on down to the bottom, click on schedule a demo, and you can schedule it with our team. We can show you exactly how it works and show it to you in a desktop view or a mobile view.
If you want to join in the celebration, check out our Genesis 2-year anniversary page.
You'll find interactive content, stories from real users, and details on how Genesis can transform your workflow.
Visit MediMobile.com, look for the celebration module on the homepage or Genesis page, and then explore what's possible when you capture, code, and charge in a single click.
Thanks for spending time with us today. At MediMobile, it's seamless capture, effortless coding, and revenue you'll love every step of the way. Tune in next time for more ways to make your practice thrive. Until then, keep it seamless.